Alright, sir, kindly request you to please stay on with me. Now, according to reports, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has sought to calm fears over the crucial maritime passage, saying that Tehran has no intention of closing the Strait of Hormuz and currently doesn't plan to disrupt navigation there. He emphasized that Iran has no plan to do anything that would disrupt maritime activities in the strategic waterway. Major General Sudhakarji, sir, if I could come to you, sir, do you think the Strait of Hormuz serves as some sort of a geopolitical bargaining chip for the Iran if it were to want an end to this war?
Certainly, certainly. Why not? Like, I must compliment NewsX channel. A lot of people are listening to what we are discussing, and my mobile is flooded with some resistance or opposition to what I have said. By no means did I ever say that Iran is to be supported. There has to be a soft kind of attitude towards Iran. Yes, I didn't say that. What I said was, on one hand, you have the diplomatic missions on, and the interlocutors have come on public to say that we are very close to reaching a solution. The other hand, you take the name of preemptive attack and you kill the supreme leader and 40 leaders, more than 40 people in just about 60 seconds time. So where is the rule in rules-based international order? This is the question which I am asking. By no means am I saying that Iran is to be held in a high platform. Terrorism has got no place in the humanity or in the society. That is what I want to clarify. And basically everything is happening to a design. Now, attacking the GCC countries is also to a design. Like what I explained, the oil prices will go up, there will be pressure on Donald Trump. So similarly, one of the war contingency plans would be the Strait of Hormuz, which you are pointedly asking. Will it be taken leverage of? Although major share, major portion of that particular strait is under Oman, but having gone to that place once or twice, maybe I can define it better because the strait itself is not very wide. It's around 60 odd kilometers, 67, 6, around 67, 70 kilometers. However, because of the contour, the projection of a little landmass, that actually slows down the fleets and that becomes a major choke point. There are three important islands, and people claim that IRGC are not there. But my input, I'm convinced IRGC is there. They have the launchers, missile launchers. They have the regular armed forces present there. They have the naval component. They're present. There's submarine dockyards there. So it is quite an option that they can choke it. But if they choke it, then Iran will attract a much more attrition and much more offensive actions by Israel and the USA. So at the moment, Iran is not speaking, going by the hierarchy and the structure and the economic wherewithal and the military capability. Yes, let's not underestimate. They have a large inventory of the kamikaze drones, so more than 86,000. They have large number of missiles, not 2,000 or 3,000. It is almost like the calculation which I gave. They have a plenty of it. Also, let me clarify that China has not reportedly, it is more or less confirmed, DF-17 is a hypersonic missile, which is a shade better than Tomahawk. A Tomahawk missile and DF-17, China claims it is 1.7 kilometers, but it can go up to a range of 2005 kilometers. It can reach the periphery of the Gerald Ford, which I believe is around 600, roughly 600 kilometers due northwest of Haifa port, and it can reach up to the Abraham Lincoln as well. And Iran has got number of submarines which are operational. Actually, 19 of them the open source claims, but actually they have 29, including Russian submarines which have been leased. So therefore, the Strait of Hormuz, they will retain it as an option. This particular clarification or amplification by the Minister of External Affairs of Iran, maybe because being a soldier, I am looking, the reading between the line. It is purely to indicate to the world here is something up their sleeve. Basically, Iran is not going to give up so easily. they could actually leverage this particular choke point to their advantage. This is one. Second thing is about the diplomatic effort with Donald Trump. I tend to agree with Ambassador Gauri Shankar Gupta. You see, what is true and what is not true, really it is very difficult to decipher. What Donald Trump is saying, it's like a wolf full coming and nobody turns up. Something like that is actually playing up in the world order today. If it is happening, well, there was a diplomatic process on. Negotiations were very close to reaching a solution. And if that process can be continued or impetus can be given, it is good. It's a welcome gesture. And Iran, maybe the group of people from Iran who are interacting with Oman, it is not a direct negotiation. It is the third party mediation. Oman is taking a important role as traditionally they have been actually doing a lot of peacemaking in this part of the Middle East in the past. So there is nothing new, nothing very extraordinary. It's good that that diplomatic front is open. There is one front for talking. Communication is very, very important when the conflicts like this break out. Last but not the least, I just want to say one thing. 2017, the backbone of ISIS was broken. It was decimated by the allied forces. Now, today, ISIS has fanned out. It is broken up into small little groups and small groups. Look at what is happening in Sahel region of Africa. Entire straits from west coast to east coast. 10 countries are involved. There, every day there is some mayhem going on. You look at the Levante region. Here is a commander, the president of Syria, who's ex-ISIS, Al-Qaeda. He is being made the smartest president in the world. The ISIS is still predominant in the Levante region. That includes the north of Iraq. You have Mediterranean coast. You have Jordan. You have Syria. You have north of Iran as well. And Turkey. Sorry, I missed out. And now the largest component of ISIS, to my understanding, is the ISIS Khorasan. The caliphate. They're very noble. They have a high-end objective of extending the caliphate from Central Asian Republic across Afghanistan, Pakistan, across India and Southeast Asia, going down south to Australia and New Zealand. And one little snapshot that we saw was when that incident took place on the coast, on the iconic beach of Australia, a couple of months back.
Yes, sir.
So these are the things which the ramification of putting pressure and decimating Iran are actually very dangerous. In this 21st century, diplomacy and dialogue, I personally feel, will have a long staying power. It will bring us some tangible and substantive kind of a solution. One needs to exercise strategic. Who knows? Who knows? Same Iranians may actually, adopt adventurous activities, go across the Atlantic and launch something like 9/11. ISIS is already deeply penetrated into America. ISIS, Al-Qaeda, name and Hezbollah, IRGC of Iran sitting this thing in the Venezuela. They are not only in Venezuela, they are deep into the ecosystem of America. China have actually come in a big way. The KGB of Russia, which they have assumed a new name, I think, FSB or something, they are playing a big, very role inside America itself. So America is making itself untenable as far as the homeland security is concerned. There are large number of examples which I can quote, but keeping in view the time limit, I would like to finish this thing. I would say that Israel is doing to a plan. That plan is, it is selfish, self-centered objective of Netanyahu. He wants to continue the conflict so that he enjoys the patronage of the status of prime minister, and he is absolved, or if not absolved, at least he is insulated for some time from the criminal cases which are hanging like a sword of Damocles over his head. Donald Trump also is playing his cards, but for the body bags, once the body bags start going, whether it is 2 or 3, if people are going to play merry hell against him. The American domestic constituency, they are charged up after what happened in Afghanistan tenure of 20 years. Back to you, please.
Sir, I would kindly request you to stay on with me in our